Yo, gamers, it's finally here. The League's game mode from old school RuneScape is finally coming to RuneScape. Um, for people that know me, like I play both games, but my preference is definitely RuneScape 3. I've played every single Leagues in old school, because it's definitely like my favorite piece of content there, and I can't wait to get my hands on it as well in RuneScape. Um, the Leagues start the 15th of September, and for people that basically don't know what it is, you start a fresh account with already, like if you already have membership in your account, that's you can just play it. But you start fresh, you cannot trade with anyone, so basically Iron Man rule set, you're boosted not only in XP, but you can also unlock powerful relics by playing the game mode that make you more powerful. So it's not only faster progression, but like you're also stronger in the end game. And the way you progress is essentially doing tasks. We'll go over all the bits and bobs piece by piece. But first of all, a very famous thing in, sort of a core part of Leagues that's in old school is not in RS3. There is no area locks. Certain tasks will be locked to an area, like there's tasks for Lumbridge and like Asgarnia and stuff. But you will be able to access all the areas and you're not locked out of any content. That's mainly because the devs kind of want to see how players play Leagues and how they would fit it in like the RS3 world, because it's definitely more integrated than old school. Like all the skills are like all over the place, so you would like cut out major parts, but we'll see. It's not part of this league, maybe next league. Hopefully there's a next league. Basically how you progress is you need league points. You get league points by doing tasks. Examples of tasks that you can do are like, for example, skilling tasks like mining copper ore, craft 50 nature runes, up to like fully explore the Everlight dig site, like completing all the mysteries. But also combat tasks, like starting with killing a rat, or maybe killing a goblin, or equipping an exit kill at the high end, or even defeating Talos, the warden at 1000 in rage. There's stuff for everybody. These are the examples they give. It's probably on the screen as well. Usually, like old school says, like collection log completion tasks, or like clue scroll tasks. Relic system, you can unlock relics per tier. Every tier requires a set amount of points, and within every tier you can only pick one of the relics. So that's one of the exciting things, also the FOMO things in this game mode, where to a certain extent, you don't need to pick the right things, but like you're locked out of the other options, right? So you don't want to get FOMO later on. Let's quickly go over the relics we know so far. There's 3 confirmed in the first tier. So the moment you launch the game mode, you can pick one of these 3. And there is 3 that were sort of like teased in the Dragonkin language and that are translated. So let's go over all of them. The first one is the Excavator Relic. It gives you a really strong tool that will be used for mining and archaeology, because it counts as a pickaxe and a mattock. So that will kind of replace your tool. It's gonna depend if it's augmentable. That's what you do with the invention skill, because that can like buff your tools further. So maybe like it get outpaced in the end game, but like all the way up to end game, you don't really have to care about your tools. It's nice. Ores are automatically smelted into bars. If this works the same as in old school RuneScape, mining, for example, a rune ore would just give you the coal for free. In RS3, of course, that is nerfed a little bit, because all bars only require like 2 ores. Like a rune is 1 luminite instead of like 8 coal, I believe, and 1 runite ore. And then you need to like 1 Dracolich and 1 whatever the other ore is for like the next tier, etc., etc. Gems you mine are instantly cut and sent to the bank, because all resources are sent to the bank. This is overpowered for the main Iron Man crafting training method is mining gem rocks in the El Carrot Hidden Mine. So if you get 75 Dungeoneering to enter that, you can AFK on the rocks. You will automatically cut everything, and everything is sent to the bank. You will receive XP for this. So that literally solves crafting. And of course your smithing is going to be really easy, because you can just AFK on the rocks. So that solves smithing, and that's 2 out of 3 skills for invention. It's really powerful. You also deal double damage on rock opportunities. In RuneScape 3, you got a system where every now and then one of the ores starts glowing. And if you click that, you do like a lot of progress, because it's no longer like a chance to mine an RS3. You need progress towards a rock. And the rock opportunities are sort of an active mining method, but they become double effective, so it's awesome. You also get some archaeology buffs. You get increased chronode gain. That's the currency you gain for like turning in completed artifacts. So you gather artifacts in the skill and then you turn them in. So you gain double the currency, so you can upgrade all your stuff really fast. It's nice. The material cost to restore artifacts is halved. In the archaeology skill, you dig up artifacts and you need to repair them with the materials that you get whilst digging for the artifacts. You only need half the resources, so you most likely get enough resources to restore every artifact as you go, and you probably have like extra resources as well on top of that. So that's just, yeah, this increases the XP you gain by a ton. Time sprites are stationary. Time sprites are kind of the rock opportunities of archaeology. Usually you have like 3 to maybe 4 nodes, and there's like a little white ball that's jumping in between, and you get more buffs than just gathering speed from following it. So like when it jumps to another one, you start gathering the other pile. But time sprites are stationary, so the moment you click your thing, time sprite will pop up and you can just go full AFK. So that's awesome. And geodes, which is an item you randomly get whilst mining, has a chance to contain archaeology materials. So if you do your mining first before your archaeology grind, you have a ton of resources ready to go and ready to upgrade. If you ask me, this is the most powerful relic. And I will point out with the other 2 relics like why I would go for excavator over the other 2. Let's go to the second one. The Divine Woodcutter gives you a powerful headshot for woodcutting and divination. There is no divination tool really, kinda, like no stat-wise, like you don't need a pickaxe or anything. There is one later on, but I'll talk about it. But it's the same deal with the woodcutting headshot as you would have with the mining and archaeology pickaxe. But what does the tool do whilst equipped? It can automatically burn logs for you, which is toggleable. Although there is an archaeology relic, which does the exact same thing. So that's 1 point for the archaeology relic over what's it called here? Relic? Yeah, sorry, over the woodcutting one. Unburned logs and bird's nests are sent automatically to the bank. So that's an automatic bank for bird's nest and logs, which is nice. There is an item though, which is called a wood box, which you can use. So you would only have to bank like every 100 logs anyways, or more even if you did a lot of woodcutting. So it doesn't save you that much time, and like who cares about bird's nest really? But still, I guess it's nice if you want to do some woodcutting, but it just gets outpaced. Whilst training divination, memories are automatically deposited straight into Rift. This is a thing, this is the same effect as another tool has in the game, which can unlock from the skilling boss the Gates of Elitness, which is endgame, and it requires level 80 divination, so you cannot use it until you're level 80 divination. So it's a really powerful effect, but it, once again, like later in the game, you can get something that does the same thing. And you don't actually train divination. If you want to be fast, you do the daily Gethixian caches. It's an insane amount of XP, especially with the XP increases. Like you get 4 times more XP at the start. So you get like 240k per cache, which is like probably day 1 you get already like... I wouldn't be surprised if you nearly get 500k XP on day 1. So like you're already like nearly at level 80. Day 1 just from caches. Chronicles are captured. Yeah, these are just little things that you can use to make the divination gathering faster. It doesn't really matter. And later on, there is actually a prayer which you can use with just the exact same thing. And there's even an item in the game which you can also upgrade, which eventually even makes the prayer free to use. So, once again, an effect that gets replaced later on. Energy springs last longer, which is nice, makes it more AFK. The only problem is that there is, I believe, a 2.5 minute cap per spring, the divination gathering areas. And And if you're in a busy divination world, like every note is kept anyway, so the effect wouldn't do anything. And you get double energies. Energies is the resource you get from divination, like you get ores from mining. You use it to power up your invention tools, so that's really nice. Although, like, if you like bossing, a boss like Telos will drop you a ton of energies. Gate of Elitness will drop you a ton of energies. So if you want to, you don't really need to farm it manually. But you could. In the early game, I guess it's a nice boost. But then again, Invention is an early game skill. So, is it that great? I don't know. Then the Animal Wrangler, which is the same thing basically, but for hunter and fishing. Gives you a harpoon and a hunter tool. And when training fishing with the tool, you don't need any bait, which is a perk you can unlock as well in the player-owned house, in the aquarium. So that gets outpaced later. 50% increased catch rate for fish. This is just straight up nice. I originally thought it was 50% more fish. Now it just increases the chance, which still should result into about 50% more fish. All fish caught are sent to the bank. You would probably do your fishing in the fishing hub, which has banks really close to any fishing location, but I guess it's still really nice to have. Fish can automatically be cooked, which is also toggleable. Once again, there's an archaeology artifact, an archaeology relic that gives you, automatically cooks your food that you catch, called a bait and switch relic. So once again, outpaced. Training Hunter, traps will never fail, really nice. All Hunter loot is sent to the bank, most Hunter loot is stackable, so that doesn't do anything. And double Hunter loot. I don't know what Hunter loot you would want, I guess Granwall spikes, but you can get them from Slayer. I don't actually know anyone that does Granwall catching, but maybe some people do. If it's doubled, it's nice. I guess you can get Chinchompas, but you can farm them as well. In the player and farm, the animal part. So I don't think it's that useful. Plus, even though it's nice for hunter training, the hunter skill is generally trained in Heads Oasis. With catching the whirligigs. So it just kind of gets outpaced there as well. Then we have 3 more relics. We have no idea in what spot they'll be placed, like in what tier. We don't know if they're like against each other in a tier. I don't think so, looking at what they do. But they might be. We got the Banker's Note relic. It will give you access to a bank from anywhere. You just... we don't know how it works, but you most likely get an item in your inventory, you just click it, boom, you can bank. And you can note and unnote items. I'm gonna assume that's like a clickable option, because this relic was also in the old school RuneScape tier leaks. So that's most likely how it works. So you can basically bring your entire bank with you, which is going to be really nice. The second relic we don't know where will be placed is the Farming Frenzy. Automatically Ultra Compost every patch. Chance to give extra yield and saves plant seeds. So that's nice. You can already have like quite a lot of boosts to yield and save plants, and this will probably be in addition to that. So it's just a ton more farming resources. All your produce is noted. Saves you a lot of clicking, especially if you do a lot of herb seeds. You can plant a maximum amount of herbs with a single seed. The way in RuneScape how the herb planting works, because they wanted a seed sink, is you can unlock the ability to plant multiple seeds at once. So if you plant one seed, it just works the same as in old school. You get the 6 harvest lives if you use Ultra Compost. And yeah, that would be way too mechanical to go into it. But if you plant multiple seeds, you start to get more herbs overall, but you get less herbs per seed. You get less harvest lives per seed. But if you use this relic, you always plant 1 seed and you always get the output as if it were 10 seeds. So that is, yeah, like little seed farming and a ton of outputs. Great. And seeds automatically grow to full when planted. So you plant it, instantly fully grown. You can just absolutely power through your farming grind. Then the last one is the Golden Footed. Still, once again, don't know where it will land, but still. Agility XP every 6 seconds. So I'm gonna assume as it says, even when standing still. But yeah, it's just translated, so when we get like the full relic revealed, we probably know it a lot better. Yeah, every 10 ticks when running, you gain agility XP, which is nice. You cannot fill any agility obstacles. I don't know why you would want this when you already get free agility XP. Like, that would probably... You would pick this relic so you don't have to do agility. But you also get money when finishing an agility lab. So it's kind of like the relic that makes you not train agility manually, but then it also wants you to train agility manually. But I mean, if you really hate agility, there you go. I would assume this is like in the second tier. Because coins from agility, like, that's just an early game moneymaker, right? And I don't think it would be like too useful to give that late game. That's it for relics. Now, what can you get out of the league except for like an amazing experience, of course, going through everything? There is trophies ranging from bronze up to dragon tier, so from bronze to rune and then to dragon. And they're locked behind certain point thresholds. As we talked about earlier, you earn the points by completing tasks. And yeah, if you reach certain thresholds, you'll basically be in a tier. And at the end, you'll get a trophy to show off how far you've gotten. Like, I'm obviously aiming for the dragon tier. In old school, I never managed. I think the highest I got was adamant. But, like, this is my game, right? Like, we're gonna go hard. Other rewards are... there is a 3-piece outfit. You unlock these, by the way, with the points you gathered in the league. They did not say how many points like every reward costs. But yeah, just get a lot of points. I would assume that if you reach Dragon, you 100% be able to buy everything. But yeah, there's 3 tiers of the outfit. I'm gonna assume you have to buy everyone separately. So you have to buy tier 1 first, tier 2, then tier 3. Otherwise, why would the first 2 tiers be in there? There is tool overrides for all the tier 1 relic tools. So you can get a hatchet override, a pickaxe override, and a harpoon override. There's also a staff. If you like that look, definitely get it. So far they haven't revealed this yet, but there will also be a new cosmetic aura, a league spat, and combat ability overrides, plural. So there's multiple overrides. And teleport animations, also plural. So that's really interesting, but they will not reveal them until the leaks go live. Then they also dropped a little roadmap. They're gonna drop reveals every day, starting the 29th, which is tomorrow, from the release of this video, up till the 11th, which is 4 days before the league starts. So basically the Friday before the league. This is going to be awesome. My content plan basically for the league is most likely, if I have time, I'll make like a daily short video talking about the new reveal and the impact on like my planning. I'll share my planning with you guys as well. I'll let you know. First relic I pick, definitely going to be the excavator. But you know, might change. I might need other stuff in my build. And when the leagues start, I'll definitely be streaming it. So like, if you have any questions, drop it in the comments or come to my stream. And I'm gonna record it and make some highlight videos out of that, because I think that's gonna be absolutely awesome. Anyways, stay posted, stay subscribed. You want to see the leagues content. I hope to see you around. And yeah, drop by my Twitch, drop a follow, do all those things. And stay awesome.